Good morning, my friends. It is Thursday, the 5th of May, and I wanted to get started on my Harlequin Medical vlog. I haven't finished my current read for the month, but I decided I need to get started on the Harlequin because I don't have much time in the later part of the month. So I want to get started and see how far, and then when I finish, or I could always, if I feel like I have a good reading day, I could always read a chapter here and there from my other book, which I'm very much enjoying as well. So we'll see how everything ends up going, but I definitely need to get started on the Harlequin books alongside, so we'll see what ends up happening. So in terms of my books for Harlequin, not historical, Harlequin Medical, which is the line or category we are exploring in this month's vlog, I have three options, 3 picks, and they are, some of them relatively old, one from 2009 and one from 2008, but also have a 2020 release. So let's start out by talking a little bit about each of the books that I have on my plate for this week. First up, we have The Spanish Consultant by Sarah Morgan. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find it because it's a quite old one, but it was no problem on Kindle. But Kindle has just raised their prices for Harlequin books. Maybe Harlequin has demanded it. They are $5.48 per book now. When I started my project, they were about $4 each, so it's definitely changed, like with $1 or something. It's fine, I can deal with it. Anyway, it says An Unforgettable Affair, Spanish A&E. What is an A&E consultant? Maybe I'll find out about that. Diego Rodriguez is shocked to see Katie Westerling again. The beautiful woman who still haunts his dreams 11 years after their passionate affair. So it's a second chance kind of thing. Diego is convinced she hasn't changed, so he's furious when he discovers that Katie is now also his new A&E doctor. But even their mutual mistrust cannot hold back desire, and as they begin to uncover the secrets and lies of the past, it seems that Diego and Katie have been given a second chance. That was the first one. The next one is called, this is probably my prediction that maybe this will be my favorite. Maybe, I'm not sure. But the next one is called Rescued by the Single Dad Dog by Marian Lennox. It's just what this is about, more or less. I think it's more jiving with me, but this is so you're rescuing me like you've rescued 3 kids and a dog already. Life has taught Dr. Rachel Tilding that the hard way that she can't afford to let her guard down ever. Except her new boss, Dr. Tom Lavery, hasn't read the memo. He's known for sheltering all manner of waifs and strays, and Rachel feels uncomfortable like Tom's latest project. She should be pushing back, but somehow Tom and his boys are starting to heal her wounded heart. That's all it says, but I think I'm gonna like this one. Also, I just like the fact that it's a newer one. That shouldn't be like the reason why I chose it though, but. And lastly, we have The Greek Doctor's New Year's Baby by Kate Hardy. It says that it's only 180 something pages, but I've been wrong about this before. The older books have cheated me a lot in that area, because it turns out the Kindle version is still like 200 and something 50 pages. Madison Gregory's temporary new boss, obstetric consultant Theo Petrakis, has everything: gorgeous body, gorgeous mind, gorgeous heart. He's a great doctor and he can cook. She knows he's the one, even if she won't admit it. There's just one problem. He has vowed never to marry or have children, however much he wants Madison. He knows it wouldn't be right to have a relationship with her when he can't fulfill her dreams. Yet Theo's behavior just doesn't add up. He behaves as if he loves her, he just doesn't say it, and he adores kids, so why doesn't he want to have any of his own? I don't know how I'm going to be feeling about this one, but I'm going to check it out. So those are the options. prediction of the medical in general, it's not a topic that I've read very many romances from, like, in a medical setting. So I don't know how I'm going to be feeling about it. So we'll see how it goes. It depends on how, yeah, it depends a lot, but we'll see, and I will check in with you later. I think I'm gonna just start from one end to another and start out with the Spanish consultant, and then we'll see how things goes from there. Hello friends. We have now Thursday. I have started on the Spanish consultant, which is the first book of the 3 medical romances. I started it immediately because I had time in the morning to read something, and so I read for like half an hour before I left for work, and I made it like 28 pages into it. I read the first chapter-ish, and so far I'm enjoying it. I'm 10% in. So far I'm really very much enjoying it. I haven't read from it this evening. I was so super sure I was going to sit down and read for like half an hour, 45 minutes this evening, but then I went into that YouTube hole that sometimes happens when I just sit and watch a lot of YouTube videos. Also, I came home pretty late. I don't think I was home until 5:45, and then I had to cook dinner and stuff, and so after that it was already pretty late. I mean, I sat down for like half an hour, 45 minutes before I cooked dinner, so I finished dinner at around 7:30-ish, 8, and then I just sat and watched YouTube videos after that. So that's what happened. But so far it was a really okay introduction to the book, and I so far like the writing style. I'll let you know more when I've actually read more. I have been working on some other books though. I had a really good audio day. I've finished an audio. Sometimes I decide I'm not going to be talking a lot about the other books that I'm reading, but maybe this time around I'm gonna try and see how it works, and we'll see if it's too much when I come down to edit it, and I can always just edit these books out. But in terms of what I've been reading today was I finished The Queen of Tiles by Hannah Afka. This is a YA mystery thriller thing, which follows a girl who's really good at playing Scrabble, and one time some years ago her friend, who was at that time Queen of Scrabble, actually dies during a Scrabble match mysteriously, and but it's not deemed a murder because it's like of what looks like just a heart failure kind of thing. And so it goes into a mystery and things happen, and then suddenly she starts contacting her. They were friends, which is very weird because she's obviously dead, and so she can't contact her, and stuff happens. I ended up overall enjoying this one. It started out strong, but the middle part was probably not the best, but then I ended up really enjoying it by the end. So I don't know what my rating is. I don't want to rate it like, I feel like it's a 4 stars because I don't want to downgrade it because it had a bad middle. Sometimes I'll do that, but I just thought that I overall enjoyed the story, and for a YA mystery it was definitely very good. So I think I might give it 4 or 5 stars, so happy to say that. Otherwise I've been listening to the Doomsday Book. She's been such an annoyance when it comes to my windows. I wake up like at 4:34-ish in the night when it starts getting light outside, because of the time changes and stuff, summer getting closer, and she starts just trying to get in behind the curtains, what are you called? I don't know actually what you call them. It's like plastic things. And at that time I just decided to go out and let her out into her little cage in area, and that seems to help out a little bit, so she can sort of investigate that area a little bit, but it's been so annoying. Anyway, that was a side note. As I said, I've been working on Doomsday Book by Connie Willis, and I am actually enjoying it quite a bit. It is a little bit of a strange read because it actually follows someone. It's following the process of a pandemic, like someone getting infected by something that they don't know what is, and quarantine and all of that and stuff. And we have a girl who has traveled back into time into the 1300s and is also sick had a sickness at the time, and it's believed to be like pneumonia or something. But she's stuck there. She can't get back because for some reason, I've actually forgotten why, but it's something to do with her getting lost and stuff. And she's sort of hit in the head, and like so she is forced to stay there and make connections, and it seems a little bit like she has a difficult time there because she has to remember all the time how different it was, obviously in the 1300s. And I would say if you enjoy the Chronicles of St. Mary's, you'd probably enjoy this one as well. It has some sort of the same feel to the time travel aspects. So definitely highly recommended so far. I'm a little over halfway into it. I'm 390 pages into it. So no, 320, sorry, that was a big difference. 320 something pages into it and enjoying it. So that is my update for today. I will talk to you again tomorrow with another update. Hopefully I'll have read more. Maybe, I don't know if I will be checking in tomorrow. Otherwise, you'll see me in the next clip when I update again. My camera keeps going out of focus, so I'll really apologize for that. But I think it's something to do with the lighting up here. So yeah, anyway, this is my update for today. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello friends. I just came home from work and I came home to 2 parcels from awesomebooks.com. I don't know which parcels, what is in them, but I'm ready to actually try and open them. So we'll see what happens. And I'm wondering why it's been wrapped this way, but maybe some of them were in a different store than the remaining. But I definitely know I can pick up another parcel at the store tomorrow, so you'll have another book haul later. But right now I think I'm gonna try and open this one. It makes sense now because these were actually bought new and the rest is probably used books, so it's probably in a different box. But I don't know if both orders have arrived or if it's just one of them. But this is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which I want to read because Kenneth Bøgh Andersen, the Danish author that I've been reading a lot from, he's rewritten or reimagined Frankenstein, so I'd like to read the source material first and then read his version afterwards at some point. So I decided to go with this one. It has actually a nice enough font, and I like the texture of this. This is Wordsworth Classics edition. So for the same reason I also got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He's also just recently reimagined this one, and they're both stories that I've been really interested in because they're sci-fi classics, or at least in that speculative kind of place where the other classics that I've super enjoyed have been as well. So I've watched a musical with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, so I know this. I'm familiar with the story, so we'll see how it goes with this. Looking forward to reading both and finding time to it. I'll probably be listening to an audio as I read it though, as I go along with it, but I don't know when I'll find time to it. But I think I'll try and audiobook annotate it and all of that jazz to figure out what it's like. That's sort of what I want to do with my classics. So yeah, that was a small haul for today, and tomorrow I'll probably pick up the remainder, maybe in Sunday, depends on when I have time to go to buy the store. But I'm very excited to see if I have both orders has come, because I ordered 2 orders relatively close to each other, or if the other one comes like next week or something. We'll see. So yeah, this was my update for now. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello friends, it is Saturday, and I wanted to check in because I am just halfway through the Spanish Consultant now, and I can sort of give a proper review so far, or at least talk about what it's about. We're following this we're following this woman who is part of this very, very rich family. She has a father who is a businessman, like a terrible one of them, like one of those who gets whatever he wants kind of thing. She had once a fling with this guy named Jago. He was of Spanish descent. It was one of those people that her father actually took in because he was really good at his job, and he wanted him to help out with his businesses. And they started having a fling thing, and then suddenly things go wrong, and something happens with them. Like, her father is the cause behind it, but they don't really know that. But he ends up leaving her, thinking that it was like a one-time thing, and she was completely in love with him, kind of thing. She was very young at the time. She was like 18 or something, and he is a bit older than her, and sort of like that. But they end up working now at the same hospital. She is a doctor, and she is starting a job at this A&E department, like the emergency room of this hospital, and he is like in charge kind of thing, doctor there. And so that's how they meet up again. And she is engaged to this man who is approved by her father, kind of thing, because she is a little bit afraid of him, and she was sort of doing a lot of things that to be safe and stuff, and also because she didn't want to risk falling for someone and then being broken again, as she did with him. But his parents don't, like, her parents don't want her to be working. She wants, whenever she's finished, like, married, she could just be a stay-at-home mom kind of thing, a stay-at-home person, and serve the husband's clients kind of thing. And she would be very well for modeling or something like that, and then when she is married, she can just be home. So they fully expect her to drop her job when she's married. But she has no intentions of doing that, obviously, because she just really wants to do this. She's really good at it, and she loves her job and all of that. And then we have Jago, who is annoyed with her when she starts, because he felt like she cheated on him, and he thinks that she cheated on him, and so he felt like it was all of an act, the sort of innocent thing that she had with her. So when she starts there, he decided that she has to test her, because she can't really be in for this, because she's like the daddy's good girl kind of thing, and not really able to stand up for herself kind of thing. But obviously she proved him wrong, and right now we're like halfway into the book, and I'm actually very much enjoying it. It's almost kind of like I'm reading a like Grey's Anatomy kind of thing. It gives me a lot of vibes from that, even though I haven't been watching Grey's Anatomy for years and years and years. I think I stopped somewhere in season 10. But I did enjoy that one for a while, but then until they decided to start killing off people that I really cared about. Anyway, I'm actually currently just getting ready for my sister to we're going to go buying a present for my nephew. His birthday is on next weekend, I think, on the Tuesday after, so we could just as well get that present ready. Very much enjoying the book so far. I like both of the characters. They obviously has the reasons for being as they are, but Katie especially is really excellent. I'm very eager to see where she's going to how she's going to end up like confronting her father with whatever happened. She says that she was the one who had to deal with the father after the breakup kind of thing, and it must have been a terrible thing that happened, because she definitely feel like that she has something that she's hiding in that area, and something that was very uncomfortable for her, and maybe that's one of the reasons why she's acting as she does towards him, in terms of at least getting the marriage correct, or whatever. But I'm interested in seeing what happens. She's actually a triplet, which is very interesting. Yeah, so she has a sister and a brother, and they're triplets kind of thing. So 2 girls and a boy kind of thing. the joke about the fact that it was a good thing that she got 3 in a row, because like they were never gonna have any more. Like you could tell that the parents, like the woman, the wife kind of thing, doesn't really like her husband much, but she's there because it's convenient. But anyway, as I said, I'm enjoying it, and I am hoping to actually finish it today. As I said, I'm leaving to get a present and stuff, but when I get back from that, you just see my cat. She's just curious about everything I do in here, and she's always sitting right next to me trying to figure out what's going on with the water. Anyway, I'm done with this update. I think we'll check in again later with when I have more to say, or when I finish the book probably, and we'll see how it goes with that. It's supposedly going to be really nice weather outside, so probably will go in the garden. I need to mow the lawn in the backyard for sure, and I would like to sort of get my table area ready for me to be able to sit out there, because tomorrow is going to be even better, so I probably will go out in the garden. But tomorrow is also Mother's Day, so I'm definitely going to visit my parents again. Not yet, so it's fine. We talked about going at like 10:30, so it is 10:30 now. So he's probably just driving now. Anyway, I will talk to you later. I need to like clean the litter box kind of thing, and get ready for the day. Hello friends. It is almost 7, and I finished The Spanish Consultant by Sarah Morgan, and now I'm a fan of Sarah Morgan, so that's that. I definitely understand why she's such a popular author. Her writing is so easy to get into, her writing, and she writes just a really, like, this was a really great romance. You know, there was a lot of tension between these two characters. We have this second chance romance going on. They have a lot of feelings towards the other one, unresolved feelings obviously, because something happened that tore them apart. And yeah, and then I was afraid because our main female lead, Katie, has a dad who is very controlling. He is the owner of this big business company, and like he's this big businessman that has a lot of money, like, and a lot of influence, everything, everywhere. And I worried a little bit about it being similarly to Back in the Texan's Bed by Naima Simone, which, while I like the writing style in that one and I like the characters quite a bit, I just didn't like how the family dynamic worked in that, even though I knew it was supposed to be good. Like his father in that one was terrible, and in this one Katie's father was terrible, but I think that it was done differently. I think it was balanced differently. Like, it wasn't him making the decisions kind of thing. And I think I'm giving it 4 to 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. So this is a really good start to the medical romance line. I didn't know how I'd feel about it, but this reminded me so much of watching Grey's Anatomy when I was younger, but it was just better basically. Really enjoyed both of the main characters. They had a lot of things going for them. I like getting to know Jago as time progressed, and finding out about his Spanish heritage and the things that work with his family and stuff. So I'm very happy to say that I enjoyed this one a lot. I think I read it super fast actually. I think this says that the average speed length for me was like 70 pages an hour, which is definitely faster than I think usually with these Harlequins I've been around 45 to 50 pages an hour. So this one really just swept me in, but I think also the intrigue was the same. So it's something to do with the writing style in here. I really enjoyed it, or maybe it's just become used to reading romances again. I'm reading especially Harlequins, because it just went a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. And I'm by no means a really fast reader. It was just really working for me. So next up, I don't know, I'm currently waiting for dinner to cook. I have not lasagna, but lasagnette. I don't know if that's a thing. Lasagnette in the oven heating. It's like been in there for like 15 minutes, and soon I'm gonna add cheese. So so the next book I'll pick up, what should I pick? Maybe I should just take them in order. So the next one will probably be Rescued by a Single Dad Dog. So we'll see how that one goes, if how different it is compared to this one. This was a huge success, and I'm definitely going to be reading more from this author for sure. It was such a good book, and I hope that I can keep on enjoying these medicals because yeah, this was a lot of fun. I also really enjoyed that this was set in the UK. This is a Mill Boon Medical, I'm pretty sure, and that's why the cover is different. But it was set in the UK, it's set in London, and I really enjoyed the different setting in this one because all of the other Harlequins that I've been reading has been set in the US. So this was really a nice change in this, and yeah, happy to say that I enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, this is my update for now. I will talk to you later with another update. See ya. Hello friends. It is now Sunday. I'm on my way out and I'm on my way to visit my parents because it's Mother's Day, so I need to go there and give her a gift. It is about 2:45, so I'm on my way and I will probably be there like at 3. Can't really decide if I'm gonna go by the store to see if my package has arrived because yesterday it hadn't. So like the post office, it's also open today, but I wanted to check in with an update because I am now about 30%, no 25% into the second book, Rescued by the Single Dad Dog, and so far it's not as good as the first one, but the first one I really enjoyed. So I don't know what how I'm ending up liking this one overall, but we're still very early in. I think I like our main hero, but I'm not sure about the girl yet. We'll see when things get moving on, and I will probably have a better understanding of how I'm enjoying the book. Seems like my camera wants to focus on my chair, my other chair, headrest kind of thing. So we're following this. He is single, obviously, but he has adopted these 3 kids, so he's like a step parent to them. The mother passed away a couple of years ago, and there's no father in the life of them. We don't know exactly what happened there yet, but and then we follow the female lead, who is she has taken the scholarship, and she's going to be here like for 2 years in order to become a radiologist that she wants to do, but she has to pass this country thing first in order to get the best merit for going onwards kind of thing. And she obviously starts out by having completely a specific idea about him, but that they don't seem to be correct. At least she has she's judging him before she knows him kind of thing. But yeah, we'll see how things goes. I will check in with you again later. I definitely need to go now. I'll see you. Hello friends. It is Sunday evening, and I went by and got myself some parcels so that I can unbox for you. So I'm going to do that now. Maybe I should put it on a tripod. Hold on. Hello friends, I propped it up on the coffee table in the shortest form that it could be, but I think it works better. I have 2 boxes, so both of my orders came at the same time, which is nice, but they were ordered pretty close to each other, but at least I figure they're from 2 different orders. Usually they will pack the orders together as much as they can, so. This is the newest edition, I think. I don't know which one I should open first, so I'm just trying to check in on both boxes. And I'm sorry if this is rushed because I don't have a lot of battery left on my camera battery, so we'll see if I can get. No, this is the latest one, I think. I think this is the latest one, so we're gonna go with this one first. Oops. And let's just say I was inspired by multiple things. Hold on. First up, I got the sequel to the Brandon Sanderson series that I just recently read Alloy of Law. This is Shadows of Self. This is the 5th book in the Mistborn series. Then I got the beginning of a historical romance series that's called The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie by Jennifer Ashley. This is a very popular historical romance author, and I wanted to check her out. Then I got Wyoming. This is a Mill Boon double 2-for-1 kind of thing. Wyoming Cowboy Ranger by Nicole Helm is one of them. It's one of the Casa Delaney books. We have Within Range by Janice K. Johnson. I think I found out that one of them is usually an intrigue and the other one is a romantic suspense, but I need to look up the covers, but I'll show them to you here so you can see as well. And then I got Wyoming Cowboy Bodyguard, but also by Nicole Helm, and the other one is called Killer Investigation by Amanda Stevens. Then I got Wyoming Cowboy Sniper, also Nicole Helm, and Snowbound Suspicion. These were very cheap, so I got them really cheap. And then we have Wyoming Christmas Ransom, and also Nicole Helm. And then we got Renegade Protector by Nico Rosso. So those are my books from the first order. A lot of Mill Boon. The next thing here is for my buddy read with Shannon. I forgot which one is first. I think this is one of the first. Sword of Darkness by Kinley McGregor. This is part of the Dark Hunter universe. It's not written by Sheldon Kenyon, but it is set in Arthurian. It's Arthurian legends, but it has set in the Dark Hunter world. So I think they've been collaborating in some way. So I'm very looking forward to this. And the second one of those is come right after each other. Is Night of Darkness, also by Kinley McGregor, and this sub-series is called Lords of Avalon. Next up, I got books for... I feel like I'm missing a book. I don't know if that's a newer one, but I feel like I got the last one in the House Moving Castle thing, but I didn't. I did get 3 of her Chrystomancy series. Is that what it's called? We have... I've forgotten which order they come in, but the first one is Witch Week by Diana Wynne Jones. We also have The Lives of Christopher Chant. I think this might be the first one. And then I got Charmed Life, also one of those. But I feel like I also got Howl's Castle. I need to check if I actually ordered that one or if I didn't. So the last 2 books from my order haul this time is The Flapper's Scandalous Elopement. I think this is book 3 in the Roaring Twenties series. And we have The Flapper's Baby Scandal, both by Laurie Robinson. So now I can finish this one because I can't get an audio of this, and I couldn't get audios of these either, but I have been able to get audios for some of the others. And then I'm really excited about checking out the other books in this series, like in these bind-ups. So that's very exciting. I think I will be looking out for more Mill Boon books in the future, because I can see myself buying a lot of them. I checked Mill Boon today because I was curious about them, and it seems like the heroes are, as I said, intrigue and romantic suspense. Then there is modern, which I think is just presents. And then there is a desire, and there's a dare line still. And then there's also one that's called True Love, which is either, I found is either Harlequin Romance or Harlequin Special Edition. So Heartwarming doesn't seem to appear in any of the lines, as far as I understand. They also have historical, obviously, and then they have medical. So yeah, but super happy with these 4 additions to my Harlequin thing. I'm honest in saying that this is all due to me being obsessed with the Casa Delaney book that I need to read on. Hello friends, it is Friday. It's a day off. It's like a long weekend in Denmark. It's one of the only non-biblical holidays. I mean, It's nothing to do with the Bible, but it is an extra holiday that we put in so that people who had to work on Sundays and stuff, bakeries and stuff, could actually go to church someday, and that would be this day. So everything would be closed. It's not really that way today, but that was why it was created at the time. So okay, we also do have another like day off kind of thing, but it's only if it falls on a work day kind of thing, and that is the 5th of June, because that's Constitution Day. That is usually a day off here as well. It didn't used to always be. There was one time it was like half a day off, and some people don't have the day off, but I think generally now everyone has the day off. I wanted to check in and let you know that I finished the second book, Rescued by a Single Dad Dog, and wanted to let you know my thoughts about that one. Overall, that was, I don't know if it was a bit of a letdown. It's not that it was bad or anything. I liked the main hero. I thought he was actually a pretty good character all the way through. I enjoyed the found family aspect of it, like that he took these 3 kids in after their mother passed away. He's just a stepfather figure, and he's fighting this custody battle with their biological grandparents. And then we have our main heroine, who has gone through a lot as a kid and has then sworn off any relations whatsoever with anyone, a friend or love relationship, whatever, it doesn't matter. She doesn't want to she doesn't want to get a relationship with anyone, friend or romantic, whatever. So yeah, but she comes to this small town in order for her to get on with her scholarship degree thing, and things go from there. Overall, I didn't really like our main heroine, and that lacked a little bit. I think she was very, very standoffish, very cold, and the way that they built the romance just didn't fit. I don't think I felt the romance at all, and that was a big letdown in terms of this book. But as I said, I enjoyed the hero, and I thought some of the elements were good in here, so I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. So it's definitely not a terrible book, but it wasn't for me. I like the fact that it was set in Australia, because I think the author is Australian, so that was also interesting. So yeah, but I actually already started on the 3rd and final book. I've started on The Greek Doctor's New Year Baby, which follows these 2 people who work on they're both working on the maternity ward. I mean, heroine, she is a doctor, like, as I think she's at the end of her education kind of thing, and she's tutoring some younger students. And then we have our main hero, who is like the main doctor, what do you call it? He's an obstetric consultant in the maternity ward as well, and he becomes like her boss a little bit. And they have an instant attraction because they actually met at a party earlier where they were like having this masked party thing, masquerade, and they had an instant attraction. They recognized each other from the party, even though they were wearing masks. They could recognize the face, the eyes, whatever. And yeah, but they form an interesting dynamic from the get-go, and they have a lot of attraction to watch each other, but they've decided to stay off the relationship stuff because they're working, and he don't want to have this romantic thing going on with a colleague, and definitely not like one he's supervising. And at the same time, he also don't want to have anything serious because he doesn't want to have any kids because of something that happened that we've got hints towards right now. And at the same time, he wants her to be able to get whatever she wants, because she wants a husband, she wants a life partner, a kid, a family, and all of that. So he's trying to stay off, but they keep finding reasons to be with each other in other ways. So I feel like it's not gonna be long before things are going to happen. So far, I'm very much enjoying it. So definitely a hit so far. I like both of the characters, so we're off to a good start. This is also set in the UK, so I've really just picked medical set outside of the US for this one, but this is another Mill Boon Medical and not Harlequin Medical. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Enjoying this one so far. And right now I am on my way to start getting something done in my house because it's been disgusting here. My floors and my everything, it just needs a good hand. I am going to get cleaning my house. It's not that it's super messy, but as you can tell, there is some stuff. And my floors are the worst thing because yeah, it just needs a good hand. So I'm going to spend an hour-ish, maybe a little bit more, cleaning and folding some laundry, and also setting a new batch of laundry, start a new batch of laundry, probably. And yeah, actually I just, before starting filming this clip, I got some pretty heavy, bad news. It made me so angry. Not that I have had very much contact with them or anything the previous years, but my mom's best friend since childhood, they have had this thing. They saw each other frequently, they play cards together and stuff, but I've also noticed how my mom and dad has been telling me things were a little bit weird when they were together, because her husband had started, yeah, it was acting strangely, and they had been poorly in a way for a long time, because my mom's friend is epileptic, not that that's the worst thing, but they're both on early retirement because they can't function in a job. So it is not just for funsies. I'm saying that there's been something going on with them for many years, but it doesn't mean that my mom like isn't friends any longer, kind of thing. So anyway, my mom's friend visited her yesterday because her mother had passed away. She had been very ill recently, and so she needed to talk to someone, so she went and visited my mom and talked to her, and was there for like coffee and for an hour-ish and stuff. And then she said that things with her husband was a little bit weird because he'd gotten a depression. He'd been at checking with a psychologist and stuff, trying to get help, and had been sent home because they thought that was where he was best fitted, whatever. So when my mom's friend left yesterday, she went home and found her husband had killed himself. Not just like, but he'd shot himself, knowing that she was going to be the one to find him. And honestly, when I was told, I was just so furious. I think it's so egotistical. Like, I've seen some people saying that suicide is never an egoistic thing, but you can do it in a different way. And this one is just not, it's just not fair. Like, he knew she was coming home to find him in that way, and it's just awful. And honestly, so furious about it. And my mom and dad is completely shocked about the events as well, obviously, because like, yeah. So that was some news, bad news, that I didn't expect to get today, and that definitely changed my schedule a little bit, because I was already on the way to start this thing, but I needed a couple of moments to collect myself, and yeah, just not happy with how things went with that. And yeah, but anyway, I'm going to have a nice evening, I think. Me and my sister are going to the cinema. We joked a little bit about it, because we said it's been so long since we've gone to the cinema. It was in March, and but before COVID happened, I probably went to the cinema like 2 to 3 times a year. So if even that. But then after COVID happened, so many films came out that I really wanted to see, and so we went and watched the movie in January, in February, and in March. And so now we're going to watch the new Doctor Strange today. And my sister was like, it's been so long since we've been to the cinema, do you want to go to see the Doctor Strange movie? We've been talking about this. So I was like, yeah, we need that cinema fix kind of thing. So we're definitely gonna go today and watch that. I'm very curious about it. I really like the first Doctor Strange movie, but I'm worrying a little bit about it because I've seen some reviews that suggest that it's not very good, but I'm still very eager to see it and hope it isn't as bad as people make it seem like. If I go in with lowered expectations, they can't be that bad, right? So anyway, I'm looking forward to this, and yeah, we'll probably have a good evening in that way, but I'm going to try and see if I can read a little more today. I'm going to be listening to Doomsday Book as I clean and see how that goes, and then we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is my update for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Sådan, Thomas, man, sådan. I got you. Hello friends, it is Sunday evening. I wanted to do a final update here about my medical reading. I just saw my cat do some monkey thing outside. I don't know. She was hanging on to something. She really enjoys being outdoors a lot. Anyway, I'm here to talk about what I've been reading, my thoughts about the final book. I actually, I finished earlier today. I finished The Greek Doctor's New Year Baby, and I enjoyed it. The thing is, I enjoyed this one a lot more than book 2. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as the first book. Like, the romance itself in the first book I really just enjoyed. I also really enjoyed it in this one, but I think the other things that happened in here wasn't as exciting as in the first book. And the thing about the first book that nagged me a little bit now, more than it did in the beginning, like when I was reading it, is the ending. Like, it was a quite abrupt or 180 type of thing that happened with a character. It didn't affect my personal enjoyment of the overall book, but I can see why some people will downgrade it because of that. I think I give this last one 4 stars because I definitely enjoyed it. I think the romance was well written. I like both of the main characters. I really enjoyed our hero. He was such a romantic. Like, he cared so much for her, kept constantly doing things for her that was very swoon-worthy, if you want to say that. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So overall, I think that the medical has been a success. I don't know if I will be gravitating towards this line in the future unless it has a specific author that I really enjoy, because while I did enjoy all of these books, I'm not sure the medical line is what the medical romances is something that I really will thrive with in the future, in the same way that I would an intrigue or something like that, or maybe even a regular romance. But I had a lot of fun with these, and I think they were all pretty decent books. So it was fun trying them out. But two of these were like Mill Boon books. I'm not even sure they were. The last one was not even published under Harlequin US. And the first one I'm not sure either. I don't think that was published on the Harlequin US either, but I know that the second book in that series was published under the Presents line, which is really weird because it's still a doctor like thing. Wondering why that is. Is it because it's set outside of the US that they decided to a Presents? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm confused. So yeah, this was my final update for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it this far. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read in the Harlequin Medical books and what your thoughts were on them if you did. Have you read any of the authors I've been talking about today? Because I know they've obviously been reading something outside of the Harlequin universe as well. And have you enjoyed them? Please let me know about that in the box, in the comments below as well. And yeah, next time will be Presents, so I know a couple of people that will be really excited about that. I'm personally more excited about it now than I was in the beginning of this Harlequin project, but that's just because I've only read one Presents before and I really hated it, but I have a good feeling I'll find something that I really enjoy in this one, so I'm a lot more confident that it's gonna be a fun experience this time around, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, but this was my final update for now. I will talk to you in a video very soon. Goodbye.